Hi everyone, welcome back to the Menopause Made Simple series. So this is the second episode and the topic of this episode is top 10 signs during perimenopause. Now in the previous episode, we understood that menopause is basically when a woman does not get her periods for 12 consecutive months. It is said that she has attained menopause. Now menopause doesn't suddenly happen. It is a gradual transition. So we had seen in the previous episode that basically there are three stages involved when a woman completely attains menopause. The first stage is perimenopause, then it is the actual menopause, and then there is a period or a phase called as postmenopause. So today we are going to understand in briefly what is perimenopause and what are the top 10 signs which indicate that this phase has started. So if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe and share this video to as many women as possible. So let's start with the episode. First of all, perimenopause is nothing but it actually means is before menopause. Now perimenopause is a phase which is it starts somewhere in your early 40s. For some women it even starts before that, somewhere in their 30s also. So during this phase you start observing many changes happening inside your body, physical changes, emotional changes. So before you actually attain menopause, these symptoms start showing up. So perimenopause is actually a transition phase. So in today's episode we will discuss 10 of the major symptoms that start occurring during this phase and what is that we can do about these symptoms. So do watch the video till the end. During the perimenopause phase, your ovaries start shrinking, so your estrogen levels and your progesterone levels, these are two hormones which have many functions inside your body, they start to declining, their levels start dipping. So estrogen is like an internal manager, it regulates your periods, it regulates your mood, sleep, then it also handles your stress levels inside your body. So it's like now estrogen is kind of aging and now it's unable to perform these functions. So now during this phase your body is trying to rebalance itself, trying to adjust to the new hormone changes that are happening inside your body. So as your estrogen levels they become very unpredictable, they rise and fall, and because of this you start experiencing many symptoms inside you. All these things suddenly there is a dramatic change. And now your body is trying to make sense out of this and trying to recalibrate. So instead of getting overwhelmed or panicking, your approach will matter. So how you are supportive of your body. So now let us understand the most common 10 symptoms that start occurring. So the first symptom is your periods are irregular or you get irregular periods. Either you will get heavier periods or you'll get scanty periods, or sometimes you may even not get, or you skip 1 month or 2 months, you do not get periods at all. So there will be a change in the pattern. Your periods may become lighter, heavier. The frequency changes. Again, your cycles may become shorter or longer. Now this varies from woman to woman. So this is a sign now that your estrogen and progesterone levels have started to fluctuate. What can you do in this scenario? First thing is you can start recording your periods through an app or a journal, maintain a diary. Recording your cycle will help you to see patterns. So next time when you visit your gynecologist, you have a reference point, like what is the frequency, you will have the full record. Tracking your cycle basically will help you to see patterns. So next time you can discuss with your gynecologist. The second symptom or the most obvious symptom are mood swings. Suddenly you start feeling very emotional, irritable, there is anxiety, feelings of depression set in. So you feel you were so patient and relaxed previously, and suddenly what is happening to you? So you are clueless. Fluctuations in estrogen affects your serotonin and cortisol levels inside your bodies. Now these two hormones actually regulate your mood. First thing is acceptance that these fluctuations in your mood or your mood swings are nothing very personal, you are not doing them on purpose. It is the hormones inside you which are creating these emotions. So once you accept that this is perfectly normal, it will be easier for you to come into terms with it. So the best thing in this scenario is movement, doing exercise, yoga, all these things help you to, tackle your mood swings. This is the phase also when you should prioritize rest. Give enough time for yourself, discuss with your family members, why is it that, you suddenly started snapping at them. It's very important that you have communication with your family members. Otherwise, it will be difficult for them to, comprehend, what is suddenly happening to you. Third symptom is sleep disturbances. Now, many women, they struggle, to fall asleep, or even if they fall asleep initially, they find it difficult, sleeping the whole night in continuity. So what happens is they suddenly wake up in the middle of the night, or they do not get a very calm and soothing sleep. So what you can do is that, create a calm routine in the evening, something where you can easily wind up, like listening to some soft soothing music, reading a book. Then avoid tea, caffeine after 4 p.m. because this will interfere with your sleep cycle. In the evening, adjust the temperature of your room, dim the lights. Probably you may require magnesium supplement also. Talk to your doctor about it. A magnesium supplement helps you to fall asleep. Fourth symptom is fatigue. Now this is a very commonly observed phenomena. What happens is now there is some amount of testosterone which is produced inside a woman's body. So now during this perimenopause phase, the levels of this hormone also start going down. Now testosterone is basically responsible for energy levels inside you. So automatically this brings a dip in your energy levels, and along with that, if you're not sleeping well, there's constant tiredness, you are stressed out, this adds all the more to your fatigue. So focus on eating nutritious meals, have sufficient amount of exercise, regulate your sleep. All these things will help you to counter fatigue. Also keep a check, how much water you're drinking throughout the day, because dehydration again leads to aggravated fatigue. The fifth symptom is weight gain. Now most of my clients, who are in this menopause phase, they come with this issue, that they're doing everything right. They're having a good diet, exercise, they're sleeping well, yet their weight is not showing any results. They are not able to reduce weight. Now what happens is that when your estrogen levels go down, the first thing that gets affected is your metabolism. Now metabolism means that now your body is burning less calories. Again, second thing that happens is the way the body stores fat inside, the pattern in which it stores the fat changes. So basically there is a change in the distribution of fat. Now it gets concentrated in your belly area or your abdominal area. Now because of these two reasons, you are not able to lose weight, and you start putting on weight around the belly area. So don't panic. Now this is a point wherein you should not go on any drastic diet, because if you start eating less in the hope of losing weight, what happens is that your metabolism further comes down. Now when metabolism comes down, what happens is the body starts conserving calories, thinking that now you are deprived of food. So what it does is that whatever food is coming inside, it will start storing it as fat. So in fact, you're worsening the situation. So just don't bother about weight gain. Your focus mainly should be on, eating right, sleeping on time, exercising, and managing your stress levels. I will be covering this topic in more detail in my upcoming videos. So do stay tuned in. The sixth symptom is brain fog. Now how many of you, most of the time when you leave your house and suddenly on the way you are just thinking whether you have locked the door or not, you have switched off the gas or not, you have started becoming forgetful, you are not remembering, or you go and open the refrigerator but you forget what did you come here, or what is that you wanted or you were looking out for. So these are signs of, this is called as brain fog. Suddenly you are not able to connect the dots, you are forgetting things. Now this is absolutely normal. Do not get scared, thinking that now is this aging catching up on me, or I am unable to, my memory has become suddenly weak. You are not able to remember birthdays, you are not able to remember so many things that you're supposed to do. So it's absolutely normal. This is happening because again estrogen levels are getting affected. So what you can do is try to stay mentally active, try to do creative things, get engaged in hobbies, because the more you keep your mind or your brain functioning, this symptom will itself start declining. The seventh symptom that occurs, which is one of the most common again, is that you start observing that your hair is thinning and you get dry skin. Now lower estrogen levels, again it affects production of collagen, and the circulation on your scalp also gets affected. So you start now seeing that your hair has started losing luster, or the volume of your hair has come down, your skin has started to become dry. So what you should be doing is, start including omega-3 fatty acids, nuts, seeds, drink sufficient amount of water, keeping yourself well hydrated will keep your skin supple. Massage your scalp to improve blood flow in your hair. Number 8 is bloating. Bloating is yet another symptom, suddenly you start feeling heavier, your clothes start feeling tighter. Basically you feel that your body has started retaining more water than usual. So bloating, constipation, and you start observing also you're becoming more sensitive to certain foods also. So to counter bloating, again you have to drink a lot of water, because the more water you drink, the less body will hold. So include fruits, vegetables, foods that have a lot of fiber inside them. Drink sufficient amount of water. One more thing is you should avoid skipping meals, because skipping meals worsens bloating further. The 9th symptom is increased anxiety and even sometimes depression. Many women, they experience, suddenly they have started, feeling anxious, or they are just fearful without reason. Now what happens is that estrogen and progesterone levels, when they come down, like estrogen has a direct effect on the neurotransmitters inside your brain. The hormone progesterone actually has a calming effect. Now when the levels of progesterone dip, you see that you become more irritable, or there's a lot of anxiety inside you. Now this is directly related to levels of progesterone. So this is the right time to practice deep breathing, meditation, take frequent breaks during the day, and even during the full month, try to go and relax yourself. The 10th symptom is hot flashes and night sweats. Now hot flashes are basically where you suddenly start feeling an intense warm feeling. It starts with the face, neck, and goes into your back and up to your chest area also. So, and this is then next followed by sweating, heavy sweating, and a rapid heartbeat also. So night sweats are nothing but hot flashes which occur at night time, and this is one of the reasons you suddenly wake up from your sleep. So what you can do is try to keep your room cool, dress in cotton clothes, so in case you have a trigger of hot flashes, you're comfortable. So stay hydrated, and mainly try to avoid spicy foods, alcohol, tea, coffee, because these are some of the triggers of hot flashes. Deep breathing is actually a very good way to regulate your body temperature. So see that you do some deep breathing also. These were some of the symptoms, which many women experience during the perimenopause phase, and these continue into the menopause and post-menopause. Know that these symptoms are temporary, so do not get worried or scared. What you can do is, knowing about these symptoms will in fact help you to deal with them better. So know that your body is just having a temporary transition. So try to support it through good nutrition, exercise, sleep, and stress management. Basically, it is the period, when your body needs more understanding. You have to be more supportive and try to, help it transition through this phase. So menopause is not an end of youth or vitality. In fact, it is a beginning of a new phase, a new chapter in your life. It is the beginning of a more grounded, aware, and balanced person inside you. So in the upcoming videos, we will understand how we can support our body through the right diet, exercise, and what are the steps that we can take to make this transition a peaceful one. I hope this video was helpful. If you liked it, do share it with your friends and family. Menopause is not the end. It's time to take a pause. It's about reclaiming your life back again. So until the next video, do take good care of yourself. Like, share, and subscribe. See you. Bye-bye.